Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time once again. The weekend is here, and we're back with our zombie campaign. Now, last week we made some pretty decent progress. We started smashing through that Krieger group pretty consistently, and we also reached the heights of 70k kills, which was very nice. So, our army is definitely starting to grow each time now. Let's switch over to this here, and we are good to go here for our very first round. Just look at our army. Isn't it glorious? Look how big it's grown here. Just this gigantic line of tanks and loads of zombies right behind it. So let's go ahead, kick this off. Let's see what kind of kill counts we can get now. You'll have to let me know if it's too loud as well. Oh, Andy, my gosh, coming in with a crisp 50 British pounds there. Thank you, Andy. That's very, very kind of you. Explodies are cool, I have to agree. Exploding zombies are extremely effective in this matchup. Oh my god, I've just noticed our army in the background as well, going for that second group straight away. But thank you, Andy, that's very much appreciated. Very kind of you. And look at that lovely pink colour. Absolutely fantastic way to start. Thank you, Andy. What else have we got in here? Hey, Fig Jam. Hey, Mike. Hey, Raz. Hey, Ed. Hey, Darth. Hey, Penguin. Oh, Ed, coming in with a crisp of 5 British pounds as well. Thank you very much, Ed. Very much appreciated. Only 3 months to EU. Oh, my God. How do I even say that? Only 3 months to EU Vision. How long have you been sitting on that all week, waiting to say that? Hey, Harry. Hey, Neil. And thank you guys for the donations. Very much appreciated. Very kind of you. Now let's get ourselves through these groups down here. Let's go have a look how the distraction unit's getting on. Hopefully we've got a nice group of zombies going through the gatehouses again. Hey, look at that. Yeah, there we go. The zombies are starting to come through now. That's what we need. Last couple of times this has happened and we've got a large group of zombies going through. It really worked out in our favour. It held the Kriegers over here in distraction for so long that they weren't able to redeploy to that front line. It was also distracting a lot of the last cannon fire as well as the artillery. So extremely useful for that to happen. Oh, look at this, the exploding zombies here. Cleaning up the last parts of this group. I thought you might have done that. Stream did not stop playing, just noticed. Oh, okay. Hey, Gordo. See how we're getting on. There we go. The zombie army now breaking apart. We're getting them 3 kills on the conscripts. Yeah, guys, if you could be so kind as to hit the like button, it really does help out the stream a lot. Distraction group here doing it really nice, living up to its name. See how we're getting on with the zombie horde on this side though. Okay, so yeah, I've got quite a few zombies still trying to get into this way. That's really good for us. Got a nice bunch of them waiting at the gatehouse, and again at this gatehouse over here. Excellent news. Okay, so that tells me that we've got plenty of units in the distraction at the moment. We just need to get more units now into this main army, because I think our main army is dying before the distraction unit is at the moment. Oh, look at that breakthrough here. Come on. Don't let the Kriegers reform that line. No, the Kriegers are reforming. What about the other side of the castle? I mean, we do have a couple of units that come round. Unfortunately, they get turned to mush just a little bit. Oh, we've got a couple that are coming this way as well. That's kind of interesting. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, they're the ones from the rear of the castle. Right, yeah. I forgot they split into 3 groups over there, don't they? Man, this distraction army is lasting so long now. We are starting to break through, though. It looks like we've now taken out the 3rd group of conscripts on that front line. The main zombie army is now heading in. We're starting to break this part of the Krieger line, which is also good. Our mages here, firing out them chaos bolts. Really hammering the Kriegers. Come on, lads, that's it. Just a couple more. And then we are into that flank. Kriegers having to divert troops now from that front line back into their flanking positions here. Exploding zombies doing their jobs, sending Kriegers through the air. Is the sound okay for you guys, by the way? Are we still good? God, look at all that mage fire. Sounds good. Excellent. Good stuff. It's what we like to see. Now what we want to see is this Krieger line collapse and our zombies pour on it to them poor old conscripts in the centre. We're about to hit the heights of 60k kills here. We've still got our distraction unit going strong. Very, very strong. Look at all that last fire that's been distracted as well. That's an insane amount of firepower that's got distracted there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to watch the quagmire that unfolds here, because this area gets turned into nastiness very quickly. So let's just appreciate this combat line here, because every single round this has just turned deadly over this side. Just them Kriegers are able to form that wall like this with the support of the last fire. It's deadly, man, which is why it's so crucial that we kill as many of these Kriegers as possible far away from the last guns, because otherwise they're just going to chew us up and spit us out. There we go. Come on, lads. God, this is awful. Horrendous loss of life here for us. That is just a brutal fight over this end. We're having a lot more luck over here, though. Let's see how the distraction's getting on. Yeah, distraction's still got thousands of units left in it, so we really need to bulk up our main army. The distraction unit should not be surviving longer than the main army. But we have passed 70k again. Oh, thank you, Phoenix Claw. That's very much appreciated. You know, I always wonder about the people who watch my videos but never comment. It's always nice to hear from them. Nice to finally hear from you, Phoenix Claw. There we go. Main army now defeated. We're just waiting for the distraction unit here to filter its way on through. Yeah, look, we've got about 2,000 units left in the distraction. So definitely need to bulk up that main army more. Mike, you're determined to get that stuck in everyone's head. God, look at them all streaking in. I mean, we're still getting kills as well. That's the nice thing about that. Look at this combat line there at the front over here. That is just horrific. Just what I like about it as well, though, is it's a healthy mix here of Kriegers and zombies up and down the line. Look at this. It's not just piles of zombie corpses. There are piles of Krieger corpses here. Right, we're coming down to the last 1,000, so I think we can start the poll here. That's no worries, Fenix Claw. Fenox Claw, sorry. Be interested to see what we end up going for here. Got 500 more zombies to decide with the votes. Oh Mike, don't even start with that one. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy. I know, 'cause I'm one. Oh, I like the animals. I've got to say, I do like me some animals. That's 71,653, ladies and gents. That is not a bad shout, and I think that's our highest so far. There's laws against it. What, me singing? Because if there isn't, there bloody well should be. Moving animals. Oh, God. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Technically, you got me. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like Exploding Zombies pretty much won that one out and out. Now, we do have two groups of Exploding Zombies, I do believe. We've got the ones in the north over here, the black ones. And we've got the group down here in the south with the main army, which we're going to call blue. So, where do we want to add them? Do we want to add them to the black group in the north? or to the blue group, which is with the main army. $71, yeah, we might have hit 76 actually, now that I think about it. How you live them. Get them a YouTube career. Yeah, it's pretty unanimous there that they'll be going onto the blue group over here. So, the blue group currently has 25,000. They'll be going up to 28,195. They're not off the map yet, are they? No, we're still good. Okay. Of course, then we need to go and switch over to the wheel. Let's see what offerings it has for us today. Are these still going to be added to the main army? Yeah? Is that right? We're going to add them onto the main. 2,000. Yeah, main army. Yeah, main army. Okay, so let's go ahead and add them. Go ahead, Drunk Collider. Let's go ahead and add them onto the main army down here. So they'll go up to 215,000. It's 320,000 normal zombies we have now. We still need to double that number. Let me get the poll ready. And then we can go. Right then. Let's see how this goes. Mike. That's some proper 90s cooking style there. There always used to be, in the UK, there always used to be a dude on TV. Like, talking late 90s, early 2000s. And he was like a male chef, but he'd always have like 4 bottles of wine while he was cooking. So by the end of whatever he was cooking, he was just pissed out of his mind. Made for good TV. Indeed, I did have the Splodies. That we might have been Floyd on the Rocks. I think it might have been Floyd. I always remember one where he was on like a boat, and he was absolutely pissed out of his head, and he was trying to cook on a boat that was rocking from side to side, and it was just an absolute disaster. He was trying to cook like oysters and scallops or something like that. But he was pissed, so he was already wobbling, and then the boat was wobbling, and there was fire. It's brilliant TV. Yeah, it's pretty nice that we get to attack all 3 groups now at the very start. Pretty insane. I mean, look how quickly that first group get wiped out now. They're just gone. I should name my kid Floyd and then I'd have a Pink Floyd. But that was only if people knew me as Pinky. Obviously, that's not my real name. And my last name's not Floyd either, so... It'd be great, it just wouldn't work. Only I would know. That can be changed. Now you're starting to sound like a true believer of Tzeentch. We go on to the second group. Army should be breaking away now, which it is. Let's go have a look at the distraction unit. Which is building up nicely on this side yet again. We've got these guys at the gatehouses, and I've got a nice group over there. Okay, so the distraction unit is pretty much set, primed and ready. Too true that, Big Jam. Nowadays, nothing is impossible except for common sense. There's a saying that's been around for a very long time. I think it's from the Greeks, actually. And it's, what was it? Hard times create hard men. Hard men create good times. Good times create soft men. Soft men create bad times. And, you know, it's just an infinite loop. Because obviously, once the soft men have created bad times, the bad times will create more hard men. And the hard men shall once again create good times. And I think right now we're at the end of the good times create soft men stage. I think we're coming to the end of that era pretty soon. And then we'll be just onto the bad times. Or maybe we're in the bad times now. And we're creating the hard men who will create a decent future. Who knows? Not all of them, Fig Jam. Not all of them. Right, now we just need to get through this wall of Krieger again. God, look at how many troops we actually have built up over here now. That's kind of ridiculous. We've got a lot over here. Yeah, we definitely don't need to add to the distraction unit at all, ladies and gents. That distraction unit is A-OK. Really need more mages, lacking the Decker. I mean, we've got about 200 of them, but yeah, I know what you mean. The more mages we have, the quicker we get through this wall of Krieger, that's for certain. In fact, the quicker we get through everything, really, with more mages. 4K mages, I think that'd be enough to defeat the entire army here. With what you've got now, if you had 4K mages, yeah, that'd be enough. How many mages could you have got last round? Let's have a look. Well, you would have been able to get 14 at mages last round. That was 14-1-4, by the way, not 40. MG42 mages. They would be very useful. Very broken, but very useful. Finally round to painting the Eldari. Like I said, good luck. In fact, depending on what colour scheme you go for, Eldar are normally quite easy to paint. They have very basic patterns. It's not like you're painting an Imperial Guardsman. I gotta say, I think Imperial Guard are some of the hardest ones to paint myself. That, maybe Orcs. Just because most of the other races have very bold colours, whereas it's a very mixed bag when it comes to the Imperial Guard. There's a lot of skin tones, there's lots of leathers in there, then these fabrics, whereas with, you know, like Eldar, the Space Marines, it's just solid blocks of armour, which are normally the same colour. Oh yeah, I think Tyranids are okay as well, because generally speaking, they're only like 2 or 3 colours max, depending on how much detail you want to put into them. Chaos can be interesting though, I think, as well, even though they're in bold armours, just because they're Chaos, the faction allows a bit more individuality and creative freedom. You could paint 20 guardsmen in a day. Yeah, but that's a single squad. That's the thing, that's just one squad. Whereas with Eldar, that's half of your army. Oh, I know, I'm just on about, like, if you were using basic colour schemes night. Like, you know, painting an Ultramarine compared to painting a Ketchian Jungle Fighter, for instance. You know. Like, an Ultramarine's like blue and gold, jobs are good. Maybe a bit of black or bolt gun metal. Right, the main army's been mopped up and we've actually got 3,000 troops left over here. Which is just nuts, quite frankly. This distraction unit's doing really well at distracting. In fact, it's doing so well that they're just not dying before the main army. Which is good news for us, because it means we can solely focus on bulking up that main army more. Oh, hey, hang on. Oh. Lumbering beast incoming. The tank gets last gunned instantly. Jesus Christ, did you see that? Without hesitation, they all turned on him. That's the good thing about these tank units, because they've got high health pools. Generally speaking, ranged units will try to attack them first. So if there's 2 units that are equal distance away from them, they'll go for whatever's got the highest health pool. Yeet and delete. That pretty much was it, yeah. That's why they are tanks, I guess, though, you know. They live up to the name of tanking. And we're still getting kills. We are still getting kills here. A couple of these Kriegers are dying to the flow of zombies that are coming in. In fact, we're starting to overwhelm the Kriegers a little bit here. The Kriegers are happy to reinforce. The zombies are breaking through. Oh my god. Corpse piles protecting the zombies, most definitely. I think that's why this distraction unit's working out so well. Because we get this slow trickle like this coming in, and the guardsmen can't actually shoot through the corpse pile. Somehow they can shoot through the wall, unless I put it on slow motion. And when I put it on slow motion, suddenly they can't shoot through the wall anymore. I don't get that. Take off slow motion, they can shoot through the wall. Doesn't make any sense to me. Building a proper wall. Yeah. This is how Donny T should have done it. We're gonna build a wall, a huge wall. We're gonna make the zombies pay for it and then build it. Can you imagine if, like, one of the presidents of the world just came out and started openly talking about zombie invasion going on? How mad that'd be. I don't know. I can just, like, you know, President and Lord Commander of Uganda just comes out and goes, "We are currently under invasion from zombies." I don't know why he sounds like that. Did you know, Ed? Fun fact, most governments around the world have a plan for zombie invasion. I personally find it still quite funny, but yeah, most governments have had to have a plan in place for if a zombie invasion does happen. Or something similar to the rage virus. The British army has one as well. The British government has a plan for what to do if a zombie outbreak occurs. Probably, Ed, probably. I'm guessing you're referring to, is it Max Brooks, the zombie survival guide? Was it Max Brooks? I can't remember now. My God, look at how long this distraction unit has lasted here. Exactly, Harry, that's their whole point. It's better to have a plan. No matter how unlikely the event of a zombie invasion is, it's better to have something in place just in case. And I mean, I bet they had a quick look at it during, you know, the coronavirus. They were just like, you know, let's whip out that old zombie survival plan and let's see if there was any pointers we can take from it. Step 1, lock down the population. That sounds like a good idea. Well, there's your poll, ladies and gents. Go ahead, vote to McVoteson. What zombies are we adding to the army? So what's that? 74,531. Not a bad shout. Ooh, that's 4. If you were getting mages, it's 14.9, so you'd get 15. Yeah, the Splodius did a really good job there. Got us an extra couple of thousand kills. So, what are we thinking then, ladies and gents? Let's have a look on these polls. Ooh, mages. Right. Let's just go ahead. A hadron killer. I keep saying a hadron. Let's just go ahead here and add them to the main group. Hang on. Right, yeah, okay. So that'll take them up to 217. Nice. World War Z, the film was okay. I wasn't... It had some really nice sets in it, just the story of it. Like, World War Z would have been a better film if they ignored all the story and just kept it to the really cool set pieces. That's all it needed. Like, who needs a story in a zombie film? Like, honestly. It's like, the zombies, we want to see people surviving. We want to see insane hordes and set pieces. Right. Zavil. Hadron Collider, barely knew her. I mean, like Zombieland. Exactly like Zombieland. And everyone loved Zombieland, so I'm right, clearly. 2,000 zombies will be added on to the main group here. Which will take them up to 217,000. Let's get the poll ready for the next round. And then we should be good to go. Really, oh my god, I'm mixing up all my words tonight. I really wish they added more than one song to this game, though. Listen to the book on Audible, it was brilliant, nothing like the film at all. More about different people's experience of the outbreak. Yeah. Ooh, check the zombies are not in the rocks. Good idea. Zombies on the rocks. Have a look. Yeah, we still got a bit of distance yet. We're okay. We're not on the rock yet. The rock is a decent distance away. Never realised just how many tank zombies we actually have going to this second group over here. Quite a few tank zombies that go there. I mean, they do the job. Look how quick, though, this first group has fallen. It's just insane how quick they die now. So on to the second group. Come on, chaps. Maybe we should spread the mage line out just a little bit more so that some of the mages could go and help attack the second group a little bit early. I don't know. Yeah, zombie. It depends on what you do it in and how you do it. But yeah, things like that can take a lot of effort, but it's really nice when it all comes together at the end. It's like my, Cyberpunk videos. They take a lot of work to put together. Piecing all the information together, research, writing the scripts, filming all the different shots. Like, you just end up with a load of bits of junk. And then all the junk comes together into one cohesive thing, and you're just like, huh, that worked out after all. It's kind of nice and cool. It's a nice feeling. Oh gosh. Speaking of, I will have another video coming out on the Cyberpunk channel soon about aliens and UFOs in Cyberpunk. That should be quite an interesting one. You'll find out, Gordo. How did the barber win the race? With shortcuts. Hey man, I encourage everyone to be creative when it comes to things, especially with things like doing YouTube and stuff like that. If you've ever thought about doing it, just give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, somehow I've managed to find a following here. I mean, if I can do it, then pretty much anyone can, quite frankly. I'm not a creative person at all. I'm very introverted, non-creative, not a social person. And yet here I am. So I don't know. Anyone can do it if I can. There's no excuses. Yeah, night. Unfortunately, it's my main source of income. I wish this could be more of a side hobby. And hey, it might, but it just means that I'd have to do a lot less with it. Quite an announcer's voice. Thank you. See, that is one thing I have fancied doing for quite a while. As I think they call it shoutcasting, where you just like do the commentary for two people's gameplay. So like they're in a 1v1 match or something like that. And I'd like to do the commentary for it, but it is and it isn't, Gordo. It doesn't make enough money, I'll put it that way. But it is the main way that I do make money. Doesn't mean that I make a lot. It's about the equivalent of a part-time job. That's what it is. But I'm putting in full-time hours. Although, I've got to say, this week I've taken it easy a little bit. You might have noticed that there's hardly been any videos. That's because I've been taking a little bit of a break. Get rid of some burnout. A little bit of a reset. But we'll be back on it pretty shortly. That's it. Come on, move on to that main nugget of troops here. Oh, we really do get cut down by that last fire from the Krieger side over there. The zombies are just getting absolutely hammered as they come around this corner. Just look at this. It's like Hacksaw Ridge up here, man. It is grim. Well, thank you, Steve. You see, I feel like I do, honestly. Especially with there being members who pay to watch the channel. You know, so they pay to support the channel. Where's the medic? Yeah, there's no Dawson up here, unfortunately, for our zombies. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles? Oh my god, Mike. Is that the sound of the bottom of the barrel being scraped? Because I think I hear it. I think I hear it, Mike. There might be a hole in that bottom. We might have gone through and hit the soil underneath with that one. Jesus, mate. 10 tickles. I gotta admit, though, that's a joke that's so bad it's good, Mike. I'm gonna be telling that one for at least a few days. Again, we've got 4,000 troops up here. Oh no, Fig. No. I think it would have been jail time, would it not? If it was a teacher. Be time behind bars and what's it? Around the clock watch. For your own safety. Speaking of, it looks like the guy who did Ian Watkins is going to get another life sentence. I mean, I kind of feel bad for him. He shouldn't get a life sentence for that. He did the world a favour. He saved us taxpayers a lot of money. And he got rid of Ian Watkins. I don't think he should get life. He should get a commendation. He should get a nicer jail room. I like it, Steve. Bit of Electric 6. I want to take you to a war. I want to take you to an Okwa. I want to take you to an Okwa. 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 You're a super knob. The Okwa. Orc-Wa almost sounds like Orgrimmar as well, which is the Orcs' capital city in World of Warcraft. Fun trivia fact. Oh wait, are we starting a war now? Are we getting a war on the go? We haven't had a war in a very long time. My god.
Right, you zombies, you know what to do. That's fucking right.
You gotta do it for the war. At Christmas time, orcs don't hear Santa Claus.
They hear the sound of Dakar. Wait, is that the sound of a looter?
Oh, it's nice to see a war back in the chat. We haven't had one in a very long time. Let's have a look. What did the war powers get us to here? Oh, 54 wars. 54 wars a minute. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, our most powerful war was 490 wars a minute. That was a big war. Well, ladies and gents, with our last couple coming on in here, I think we can start the poll. Oh, we're up to 58 wars a minute now. So what did we get? 73,078, okay. What now? 61. Okay, nice. That was a nice, powerful war, ladies and gents. I like that. That was a nice throwback. I think it's been months since we did one. No way. It was the 22nd of February in 25 was the last time we did a big war. So this time last year was our last biggest war. Kind of crazy. First war for a new year. Right, what we're going for here? Oh, looks like we're getting ourselves some Dakar on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Mages have won that one. Okay. So that'll take our total mage count from 217 all the way up to 232, ladies and no, not 100. 232, ladies and gents. Which is some significant firepower there now. Of course, we've also got to go and spin our wheel of misfortune here. Let's see how many zombies are added to the main army. Another? Come on. Yeah, there we go. 2,500 zombies will be added to the main army here. So... that becomes a 4. That becomes a 9. Excellent. Right. Update the spreadsheet. Let's get the next poll ready. Yes, Mitz. If everyone else is okay with Mitz's suggestion there. Put the zombies onto a rank 3 and put the exploding zombies directly behind them. Are we all good with that suggestion? Try it. Exploding zombies blue group. What are we making them to? Rank 3? Yeah, I like that. Try 4 for the exploding zombies, if that makes. Right. Can we place the mages more to the left? We kind of, everyone's happy with that. We can move the mages over more to the left slightly. Yeah. There we go. Right, let's just go check. Make sure that we're not on the rocks with the zombies here. Ah, no, we're well away from it. That doesn't... What the heck is going... What? I didn't move them that far over, did I? Does anyone else notice that they were well within the zone on the map? That's a little bit weird. Were some zombies despawned here? No, they're all here. What do you want to do, ladies and gents? Do you want to carry on like this? Try it. I mean, the mages haven't been shot at, so the tanks did their job and protected the mages. Oh my god. I mean, it has resulted in a lot of concentrated firepower on the left-hand flank. Oh dear god, the poor guardsmen. Oh, they have just been obliterated. Now look at this, ladies and gents. We are attacking all groups equally here. We are getting hit with a few artillery rounds. But the artillery has soon stopped because our distraction unit must have just gotten in the range, which it has done. So yeah, we took a few artillery rounds there, but we're attacking all three groups simultaneously. First group is down. Second group now starting to get... Oh my god. Yeah, that's a little bit dangerous. Oh my god. Let's have a look. How's the distraction unit getting it? So the distraction unit is only just started to hit here now. So yeah, the distraction unit's only just started to hit. We're through the first group. We're almost through the second group. The third group is about to fall. This is really good. This is fast. This is what we needed. Speed is key. I mean, this is so good. The zombies have only just started to hit. Oh, Steve, coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Steve. That's very kind of you. Congratulations, Wit. Congratulations, Penny. Congratulations, Voodoo. Congratulations, Joseph. And congratulations, Payne. Thank you, Steve. That's very much appreciated. Oh my god, third group is down, ladies and gents. Third group is down. And the zombie army hasn't even fully committed. Now, to put this into perspective, our army was fully committing to the main Krieger line over there after most of these zombies were dead. So this is a huge step here. Up in speed. Now, what we've traded for that is loss of life. We've taken a few extra kills, a few extra deaths because of it. Oh, Ed! Thank you very much. Coming in with the gifted memberships as well. That's very kind, Ed. You already donated as well, absolute legend. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Auntie. Congratulations, Sal. Congratulations, Sub. Congratulations, Shaq. And congratulations, Chap. Oh, that's a shame, Ed. It was such a nice number. Well, you see, like I said, the thing we traded off is early on, our army got hit with a few extra artillery shells. That was the trade-off that we've made here. Because we were attacking the second and third group, the artillery rained a couple of accurate shots upon our army. So we did experience, you know, a little bit of death in the field over here, as you can see. The artillery did kill a few of our zombies. But it's whether that trade-off of losing a few extra zombies early on is worth the speed we gain on the battlefield. Because look at this. We're attacking the Kriegers over here now in their own positions, for God's sake. We are doing some really good work here on this front line. Especially with most of the Kriegers over here still being pulled well out of position by our zombie horde. We've got plenty of reserves here in the distraction unit. Most of the last guns are still trying to fire at the distraction unit, which is good for us. During World War II, the Germans did quite well with some speed, yeah. I mean, you can say quite well. They took the entirety of Europe. I think we should upgrade that to bloody well done. Say what you want about them, but them taking over Europe was pretty masterful. At least initially. They did a really good job of just surprising everyone. And I mean, that French Maginot line, what a joke. They just went round it. Like I said, yeah, Hitler was a nasty person, but the German army, man, they were something, they were to be slightly more respected in some terms. They were just average people fighting for their country, you know what I mean? I wonder actually how aware the general I don't think they were aware at all about the camps, were they? The general population of Germany. Obviously there was a lot of higher ups and some of the army knew about it, but I would imagine it was kept at secret from the greater population of the German people. It's not exactly something you want to boast about, is it? It was, yeah. Exactly. It's not exactly something you go around boasting about, is it? But I just don't want... The reason I'm clarifying that is because I don't want people to misconstrue it as what I've said as me supporting Hitler. That's all. Because you know what people are like out there. I'm saying you can admire the German army separately from what happened that went on around the political landscape of Germany at the time. The German army were very masterful. They were just led by idiots, unfortunately. Well, no, they had some very good generals. Just Hitler didn't trust them. Yeah, well, it's like that old saying, never interrupt your enemy while he's making a mistake. I always remember there was a memo that was released from the British government, and it was to some resistance fighters, and they told the resistance fighters to stop trying to assassinate Hitler. We need Hitler alive because he's making so many tactical blunders that keeping him alive is actually beneficial to us winning the war. So stop trying to assassinate Hitler. I mean, when you're writing them kind of letters, you know, it's a bit... you know your country's in trouble militarily. No, don't kill that guy. He's making so many foolish maneuvers. We need him to keep on. Yeah, all the rest of our army has been defeated here now, so we're just down to our distraction unit once again. Yeah, good about it at the time, you know, people were tired of war. They'd already had that, you know, you've got to remember, this wasn't long after the First World War. You know, and they've just had another great loss of life in the Second World War. I don't think anyone was really interested in marching on Moscow at that time. I mean, militarily, from a strictly military-only perspective, it was the exact right course of action to do. But from a moral and every other standpoint, yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Yeah, but the thing is, with what Russia's doing now, it's Russia's problem, isn't it, really? I mean, yeah, look, don't get me wrong, absolutely horrific what's happening in Ukraine, but Russia is the long-term loser of this war. It's not only not going to achieve its military objectives because Ukraine's supported by the West, it is also crippling its own country and peoples. Like, the actual amount of economic damage that is being done. Like, Russia spent 51% of its annual budget in the month of January alone. So, you know, economically, Russia's going to take a very long time to recover from what's happened. Even with the sanctions that come off, the amount of job loss, the amount of educated people that left the country, the amount, like, Russia already had a population problem where not enough people were being born, and its population was already in decline. This war's only going to accelerate and exacerbate that problem, so, you know, things aren't looking good for Russia long term. I don't think there's much we need to do other than help Ukraine defend itself, and that's pretty much it. It's, you know, It's not, it doesn't sound like we're doing much, but we don't want to do much, because do we really? Ultimately, do we really want the Russian people to suffer? No, we don't. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? We don't want to crush the Russian people. We don't want to uproot all their lives and make it hell to live in Russia. That's a horrible thing to do. We're better than that. So, you know. Anyway. 74,000 ladies and gents here. That could be quite true also, Woodling Queen. I would imagine that there's a lot of that. At the end of the day, victory is what's it now? Yeah, victory is written by the winner. So, you know, history is written by the victor. That's the saying, God, my God. So yeah, I could imagine that there's also a lot of saving Phone 1's reputation goes on. I'll tell you what I remember. The funniest thing was at the start of the Ukraine war, all the memes about Ukrainian farmers are now the most equipped army in Europe because of all the Russian tanks they were capturing. Yeah, there was also a Russian guy. Yeah, there was a Ukrainian girl that stole the tank. There was also a Russian guy that stole a Hind helicopter and delivered it to the Ukrainians for $300,000, I think it was. So he was a pilot for the Russians, and he basically got into the Hind helicopter, flew it to the Ukrainian side, and sold it to them for $300,000. Wait, what? Did he not? Is that real? The guy who flew the helicopter got assassinated? Jeez. Well, the Russians don't mess around, do they? 39% for mages there, which is nice. So let's go ahead and add these on. That takes us up to 247. Let me add that onto the spreadsheet here. And we need to get the wheel going. Let's see what goodies it offers us now. Ooh. Nice, 4,000. That's okay. Go add these on then. Take us up to 23. You fall out of Windows these days. Yeah, there's a Wikipedia page dedicated to the all the suspicious deaths that have happened since the start of the war. There's a lot of them. I think there's like 200 odd, or maybe even 300 odd now. People falling out of windows and stuff like that. They really should start inventing double glazing in Russia. I mean, it'd save a lot of people, a lot of oligarchs from falling, wouldn't it? Right. All ready for the next round. always wondered that. Did they not have double glazing in Russia, or was it just too expensive for the average person? So if I remember rightly, I read a stat somewhere that 51% of the average Russian's paycheck goes on food, simply because they're not paid enough. So it might just be out of the realm of possibility of getting double glazing. Yeah, I certainly don't envy Russian soldiers, let's put it that way. It's got to be a tough lot in life for them. Some of the videos I've seen from just what their own guys do to them is pretty horrific. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Or boots. So, I can imagine that being true. Oh my god, look at that first group. Look at that. Well, zombified, we almost had that, didn't we? Prigozhin. Remember, he was only 15 miles away from Moscow, if you remember rightly. And then he stopped and turned around, and somehow a grenade found its way onto his aeroplane after that. I mean, ultimately, I don't think there was much really stopping him. No one seemed to stop him on the way. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, what's happening between Russia and Ukraine. I can tell you one thing. The people of both countries don't want it. I can tell you that much. None of the soldiers want to be there. None of the people want to be involved in the war. What they both want is for their own countries to be prosperous and live decent lives and live in peace. That is really what they want. Just these damn politicians, man. I don't even know why we have politicians. I don't know why they exist. All we need is a central administration team. That's all you need. A giant admin team. A bureaucracy. A bureau, even. Look at this front line, ladies and gents. Look at that. Oh, that is glorious. That's a lot of mage firepower we've got coming in now. Oh my god, that's a lot of mage firepower. Listen to the sound of them explosions. An administratum, one might say. Yeah, exactly. I like how there's just nothing but mage explosions on this side of the line, but the other side of the line, quiet as a mouse. But look how quickly we broke through this side. Oh my god. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Are the Helldivers units in this? You know what? I've never looked. Let me go quickly look. That's a good point. Why have I never looked for any Helldivers stuff? Let's have a look. Workshop. Helldivers. No, sadly not. Sadly, there's no Helldivers mods. That could have been cool, though, actually, yeah. Tell you what, I've been playing a lot of recently. KRIEGERS. Man, that game's fun. Couldn't tell you what it is about it, but that game is so much fun. No Knight. I'm not quite sure what they are. But yeah, guys, if you haven't played KRIEGERS, I highly recommend it. They've got this cool little system in it where if you don't shoot other people, you'll be put in lobbies with people who don't shoot people. So it's kind of it's really nice. So you can choose whether to do your PvP in it or not. Oh no, Knights. I don't know about them, but I can already imagine what they're like. Your son plays that. It's a good game, Raz. You should play it with him. It's a lot of fun. Come on, that's it. We've hit that 70k mark again. Man, these mages are putting in work for us at the moment. They're absolutely railing the enemy here. Absolutely outrageous. And I mean, look at this. Look how far these Kriegers are out of position still. And now they're going for the ones in the castle? Oh, that is perfect. That should allow us to get some nice kills off here. Hopefully we'll start redirecting some of our... I mean, they've switched sides. How have they gone from over here to over here now? What the heck? Sorman, member of the Guardsmen for 14 months. Congratulations on surviving that long on the front line. Amazing how fast the conscripts drown. I mean, yeah, to be fair, it gets pretty deep down here. This is definitely a little Timmy Lake. He can be very happy with this. It's a nice... I mean, just look how deep this goes for as well. The only break in it so far has been a corpse of... a pile of corpses of zombies. But this, yeah, it's a magnificent little lake. Oh, hello. So yeah, it looks like it's the distraction unit again now. Oh, exactly, it's the same here, Raz. I'm absolutely awful at shooters, but I still play them. You have to find fun in other ways. Tank time? Could be tank time, but which group would you add them to? The main group or to the group in the north? Sorry, the north. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Well, look at this. We're about to break through the Krieger line. It's Krieger time. Feeling fine. Zombies go brrr. Oh, zombies go dead. Zombies go dead. Oh my god. As if we actually managed to get through to the actual last guns. That's pretty cool. I mean, they really do focus us down. They've got a couple more Kriegers in there now. Come on, zombies. That's it. Well, ladies and gents, while we're waiting for these, we might as well start the poll. There we go. What are we going to add to our zombie horde this time? Flagellants, man, that's an army group unit I haven't heard about in a while. I used to have back in ye oldie times when it was 3rd edition, I used to have a Warhammer Fantasy Flagellant army from the Empire. It was just holy priests and flagellants. Oh, and a cannon. No, the multi-barrel cannon. That's what it was. Was it called a Hellfire Cannon? It had it was like a triangle that had 3 barrels on each. I think it was some sort of grape shot weapon, if I remember rightly. Come on, zombies, that's it. Break on through. Oh, look at this. We're actually getting through again. Oh god, that was loud. I'll blast the volley gun, that might have been it. Flatulence. No, flagellants. Very close, but no cigar. Right, ladies and gents. 76,000. What was that again? 76,507. Yeah, the only thing about fantasy, sometimes Warhammer Fantasy, was sometimes it used to take ages to set up all the units on the bases. Because you used to have them little green bases, so you could put your armies into formations, but yeah, setting them up and putting them away used to take forever. So, folks, what are we thinking here? Okay, interesting. Looks like we're going to be going for some tank zombies. Now, naturally, ladies and gentle giants, we have 2 groups of these. We have the pink group in the north, up here. And then we also have the green group in the south, down here. Which one shall we add them to? So, pink in the north, or green for the main army. Take your pick. So, once again, we've got pink up here, which is the distraction unit. And then we've got green down here, the dark green one, which is with the main army. Take your shovel and stick it where the sun don't shine. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty one-sided, that, voters. So it looks like we're going to be adding these ones on to the main army down here, which is these greenies there, which will take them up to 547, which is a lot. Let me just make sure the spreadsheet's all up to date here. So we've got them in there, yeah. There and there, yeah. 247 mages, 28,000 explodies, 500. Update them ones, right? Okay. Speed zombies. No, need to update that one. Okay. And exploding zombies. Yeah, that's right. Okay, spreadsheet's all up to date. Let's quickly switch over to the wheel. Let's see if what it gets us, yeah? It's been loving these 2000s this evening. Let's try and give us a throwback. Oh, where's my mouse cursor? There we are. So, 2,500 zombinos need to be added to the main army. There we go. Okay, let's get the poll ready for the next round. Right, let's go. Right then, you wonderful little sausages. I just need to be right back a moment. So, what we're going to do is we're going to position the camera roughly here, so we can capture them coming through the to the second Krieger line. Right, I'll be back in a moment. I just need to stretch out. My back's absolutely killing me, so won't be a minute. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gents. Had to go stretch. My back's absolutely aching like I don't know, a camel bollock stuck in a vice. Just had to go do a few stretches, try to alleviate some of it. But, you know, it's not really helped too much, so all fun. Well, it looks like we've been making some solid progress here on the main combat line. Once again, we're getting through this Krieger army pretty rapidly. My mind went to cannonballs in a vice, yeah, I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why camel balls in a vice accurately describes my back pain, but it does. I imagine camels have got some big nuts on them, you know what I mean? Majors are getting corpse blocked. Yeah, unfortunately. Don't worry, they'll start flanking round bit by bit. Just a few of them on this side over here. And a few of them, oh my god, look at them all over here. There's so many. I was struggling to understand how lightning worked. Then it struck me. I like that one, Mike. My god, look at the quagmire we cause over this side. It's horrific over here. We need a name for this battle as well. The Battle of Krieger's Clutch. Oh my god, we broke 80k. Oh my god, we broke 80k. We almost broke the second Krieger army as well. Oh my god, ladies and gents. 82,000. The Battle of Carrot Hill. I like that. Something simple. The Battle of Carrot Hill. I don't know why that tickled me, but that tickled me there. It's just such a silly name for the savage, horrific the Battle of Carrot Hill. The battlefield of Carrot Hill. It doesn't match up. Yeah, it looks like the buffing up of tanks really helped us out that round. But what we've got to do now, ladies and gents, we've got to find out, was it a one-trick pony? Or is this now a reliable way to hit 80k for us? The Battle of Schlong Ridge. Battle of the Bloody Hillock. You see, how I rate battle names is you have to say it in a Scottish accent, and if it sounds good in a Scottish accent, then normally it's a good battle name.
I do remember, lad. The Battle of Cabbage Ridge.
I don't know. My Scottish accent always ends up going into a pirate. It's awful.
Yar, me hearty. Do you remember the Battle of Cabbage Ridge?
You know what? I haven't actually looked much about the tech marines in it, to be honest. In Space Marine 2. The Battle of Grills Hills.
Ah, lads, the Battle of Grills Hills.
The Battle of Fort 6211. The 1 year war. It might be at this rate, who knows? Oh, Gordo, bloody hell. Gordo coming in with a crisp of 50 British pounds. My God, look at that lovely pink colour. Here's the big key. YouTube wouldn't let me send that as a super chat. Oh, you know, I was just reading through what you said and I thought, oh, it turned out, I tuned out for a while. I come back and the first thing I hear is, I imagine camels have some big nuts on them. You know what I mean? I deem this worthy of a super chat. I wondered what that was for, Gordo. When I was reading it, I got a bit confused that your super chat came through. Okay, that makes sense now. I wonder why YouTube wouldn't allow you to send that. I wonder if it's because it contains the word balls or something. Well, I'm glad Camel Nuts got me a super chat. That's a sentence I've never said before and probably will never say again in my entire life. Well, Cordo, the love is certainly felt. It's very much appreciated. It's been 3 or 4 times. It's a unique thing to say. Like, it's good that I don't have to explain, like, each individual income to anyone, isn't it? It's like, oh, how did you get this £50? I said the word camel balls a few times. Can you imagine just explaining that to an accountant? I think he'd be rather confused. I'd love to see the look on his face, actually. Right, let's look at that. 82,868. That's really good going. That's really good going. But is it a fluke? Can we do that again? That's the question now. Say just a one-on-one meeting just for the Luke. Next time I go to the bank. Oh no, Ed. Coming in with a crisp £2 and I already know what that's going to say. Most of your income is ooh based though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm an ooh influencer. Yeah, if we were going zombies, we'd get 8,287 of them. Exploding zombies, we'd get 3,315. Tanks zombies, we'd get 166. And mages, we'd get 17. Thank you, by the way, both of you, for donating. Very muchly appreciated. So what are you doing now then, Gordo, by the way? I noticed that you said you were employed again. If you care to share. Well, it looks like we're going tank zombies, ladies and gents. Yeah, nice, okay. So, same as before, we've got two groups of tank zombies, a pink one in the north. We've got the green one in the south. So, pink for the north, green for the main army in the south. Where do you want them? Hey, Fig Jam, and that's more than appreciated, mate. What does a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both Paris sites. I think I just gained 10 years by reading that. Hey, Wookie, you have a good one, mate. Catch you on the flip side. Yeah, looks like we're going for greenies with this one then. So, that takes them from 547 to 713. Yeah. Do you want to move them to the right ever so slightly? Not too much, because we need them to still cover the mages. Software developer for a company that does mapping software for the natural resources sector. Wow. You're like a prospector. Well, no. You make the tools for the prospectors. Right. Let's spin the wheel and see what we get. $3,500, not bad. Let's go ahead and add them onto the main army. So that becomes a 4. That becomes an 8. Let's update the spreadsheet. And get the poll ready. Do tank zombies and mages. Okay, let's go. Well, yeah, 3,500 is pretty decent. Like I said, considering you could have just got 8,200 zombies in total there, it's almost like half of a wave of zombies extra that you just gained. So the 5k zombies is almost like the equivalent to 50,000 kills. Extra, basically, so yeah. It helps out a lot. Oh my god, look at all the tanks. Look at all the tanks. Look at them! There's so many. It's insane. But they work so well at getting our zombies to that front line. Not only that, when it comes to the Kriegsmen, they're also really good. I mean, yeah, this first group just doesn't stand a chance anymore. Exactly that, yeah, they're getting melted. Like, even the camera scroll. Like, our kill rate with them was the same as the camera scrolling sideways. That's how insane that is. Water boatman. That was all over the curriculum in the 80s, 70s and 80s. All about water boatmen. What use did that do, you guys? And just look at that. Look at that concentration of mage fire. Oh, that's horrific. I mean, they're lucky that corpses are absorbing half of the shots here. But even with half of the shots getting absorbed, they are still getting eradicated. Look at this, Group 3, man. Group 3 is almost dead at the same time that Group 2's dead. Come on. Are we about to attack with one gigantic army here? I think we are, ladies and gents. We're about to attack with one massive army. I certainly have the fat controller. And plastic and hollow inside. Oh my god, Ed. That's a blast from the past. I can't say anything about the line of pinky. Is that something you do in the bathroom of a nightclub? I'm going to do a line of pinky. Yeah, you've still got one group left you can create if needed. I don't know if it's needed at this point, because the only thing I could imagine that'd be useful is maybe as another distraction unit or an addition to it, but I don't know what you'd do, because things are working out pretty well with the distraction unit at the moment. Maybe a second group of mages, I don't know. But for the main line, like, stick them over this end. I have no idea, Pompous. Conscripts have a range of 150. The mages, I think they're 200. No, I'd have to double check. But yeah, conscripts have a range of 150 meters. Not that far. The last guns have a range of about 400, as you can tell. Last guns are pretty strong. Don't tell secrets in the garden. The potatoes have eyes, the corn has ears, and the beans stalk. Oh my god. Yeah, we've now gone through the bottom of the barrel. We've dug that hole in the bottom of the barrel, and we're now poking out of China. Jesus, man. Looks like we get that horrific flanking fire on this side as well. I mean, things are going well so far. We're at the 70k mark here. Oh, look at that mage fire. It's so glorious, man. I don't care how many times I've seen it. I love seeing these pink orbs all over the battlefield. Come on. Let us get to that 80k mark again. If we're reliably hitting 80k, that's another good stream. We're getting just shy here. Yeah. Sadly, ladies and gents, we're just shy of 80k. But hey, we're getting close. We are getting close to that 80k mark. And that's still important. The 77 isn't bad. What would we get for 77,500? 77,500. We'd get 7,750 mages. 7,750 normal zombies. 3,100 exploding zombies. 155 tank zombies. Or 16 mages. So, you know, still pretty decent. Woo! Spinny. Oh, accidentally spun the wheel there. Lol. Right, we're coming down to our last 700 here. God. So them lasers are really bright sometimes. Almost tore out my eyeballs, that did. Alright, ladies and gents, there's your poll. Go ahead, Voty McVoterson. What are we adding to the army? We might see some sunlight. Yeah. Shame we got an ozone layer tan from it. Yeah. Uh, 77,567. Just head to the south for now, the north lasts long enough. Yeah, I definitely feel that the distraction unit's got plenty of units in it for it now. Because at the end of the day, the distraction unit's there to distract the artillery and the last fight. And it does that well after our main army dies. So, yeah, I don't think that the distraction unit needs any more units at the moment. It's got enough. It's doing its job. It's doing it so well that the main army dies before it does. To the point where it should be the main army now, because it's the one that lives the longest. Let's have a look then what we're going for. Oh, that was a close one between mages and exploding zombies there. But the exploding zombies just about eked that one out ahead. So now we've got two groups of exploding zombies. We've got the blue guys down here in the main army, and we've got the black guys at the top in the distraction unit. So naturally the question is, where do we want them? Do we want them in the black group or with the blue group in the main army? So, yeah, black group up the north, blue group down south. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, sheep drowned in morning, global warming. Yeah, I got a pretty unanimous decision here to send the exploding zombies down south. Down south. So that's this group here with 28,000 in, which is now going to be taken up to 31,298 exploding zombies. 31,000 exploding zombies, ladies and gents. 31,000 exploding zombies. Let's see what the wheel has to offer. Ooh, nice, 3,000. Middle of the road. Not awful, not brilliant. So let's go ahead, Hadron Collider, and add 3,000 onto these, which will take that up to 31,000. Let's go update the spreadsheet. Also need to put in the exploding zombinos. Okay. Oh, did I add in the new tanks? Yes, I did. They're added on. Awesome. So a lot of you really want to know. if you really actually want to know. I had 3 Twixies today. Yeah, let that sink in. I had 3 Twixies. 3 entire Twixies, all to myself, not shared. And that's not even a joke. I'm not even playing it up. That's just the truth, man. Sadly, that is just the truth. But ladies and gentlemen, only 3. That's 6 chocolate bars. But ladies and gentlemen, sadly, like all good things, the stream must come to an end. And we are wrapping up here today, as always, with a bang. So, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. A massive shout out to everyone who donated tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is really appreciated. I really can't say that enough. I know I say it at the end of every stream, but I truly, truly mean it. Like, honestly, thank you so much. Massive shout out as well to the mods. You guys are awesome. Thank you for keeping that chat running nice and smoothly and helping me out here. Your time is appreciated. And of course, massive shout out to all you subscribers out there and everyone who watches the VODs. And until next time, ladies and gentle giants of the interwebs, peace.